Hey guys, what's up? You good? Okay, let's talk. You know, it is really so surprising that we are in a generation where just because you don't agree with someone or a group of people's ideologies or perspective of things, then you are somehow deemed, automatically, of course, somehow deemed an outcast or an enemy. But then again, coming to think about it, it shouldn't really be a surprise. But then it surely does scare the heavens out of me. And this is what I mean. See, personally, I'm really fond of looking at everything from a different angle or perspective so that I can get a better understanding of things, on how things work. And I tend to appreciate individuals who are somehow capable of presenting their different opinion or ideas, yet at the end of the day still have the bravado to reach a mutual understanding or common ground, and yet still at the end of it all can also have the maturity to respect those whom they disagree with. Well, thinking about it, that's not really how things work in our world, because tell someone you don't believe in what they believe.
Stop it right now. Believe. You stop that fear right now.
Yes, you surely get that, and go on a bit further in explaining to them on why they might be wrong. And
Can't help but put a tattoo on that body. You're on your way to hell. Sure. How you expect to go to heaven?
yep, you surely go there. And from that day onwards, this is how they'll begin perceiving you. Yes, from that day onwards, you surely be the blood demon Velek from the pits of hell. And that's just because you disagreed, or your opinion or perspective of things is literally different from theirs. And yes, guys, that's really the sad reality of our world. And I might say, being on YouTube in this short space of time, I've gotten to experience, a bit of, and a bit of this. And that's just because my opinion differed from theirs. And I get it. In fact, I totally get it that we are exposed to a different reality, different opinions, different perspective, different cultures and environment. But what I don't get is people trying to demonize you just because you don't agree with them, which doesn't make sense. And worse, these individuals don't even have the courtesy to present a proper opinion, a proper argument to counter your opinion in the first place. Of course, when your opinion differs from theirs, even when they try to, majority of time, they won't have the patience to allow you express yourself or your ideas in return. Yes, guys, if you don't agree, at least have the courtesy to explain why. And in doing so, make sure you are also willing to listen and gain an understanding of what the next person, you're disagreeing with is going to say. Because if you're not doing so, then what's the point? And if you're not willing to give a reason why you disagree or why you don't agree with the ideas, why voice it out? Why get angry? Why lash insult? Why defame the next person? You know what? Get it moving, buddy. If your plan is just to disagree, check your level of maturity, buddy. If you just read the title, disliked it without hearing the person's opinion, you are crazy, buddy. And yes, if you love defaming people just because they disagree with you, buddy, you need a serious mental checkup. My guy, you need a serious mental checkup, because that is not normal human behavior. Nope, it's not. At least not in the way human beings are supposed to behave. So yes, if you don't agree with someone and you are not willing to engage in a normal conversation that will bring about, a mutual understanding to the whole disagreement, please move on and say nothing. Just move on. Please just move on, because you're wasting time. We're wasting each other's time if you're not willing to stand and give proper argument and give proper reasons as to why you're disagreeing with the person. Why stand in the first place? Why stand there with your little computer somewhere on the other side of the world, type your comment if you're not willing to listen to the next person and you want the person to? That's not maturity, guys. It's not maturity at all. If anyone told you that was maturity, no, it's childish behavior. Listen to the next person and try and gain an understanding of what they're saying. Otherwise, we're both wasting each other's time. It's not productivity. The minute you took to do whatever on your computer to insult the next person just because they disagree with you or their opinion was different to yours, that very moment, you could have used it for something very productive. Please, just move on. Have the maturity and that respect to move on and not type insult. It's crazy. At the end of it all, one thing really scares me, and that's the movement of... Yep. And I feel like this whole movement is led by individuals who most of the time tend to react instead of think. And coming to think of it, majority of time, or majority of counselors are actually teenagers and adults, yes, who still behave like teenagers. Yeah, like that guy. But still, I'll give them credit for calling out people who deserved to be called out. And yes, you see what I did just right there? That's what maturity is. Giving credit to whom it's due. Yes, still, this is where my fear of these individuals or virtue signalers comes in. They have a tendency or bad tendency of trying to push everyone into agreeing with them. And if you don't, then I'm sorry, mon ami, you are doomed for cancellation, and you are going to eat that cancellation button left, right, center, at the gym, cancel in traffic, cancel at work, cancel on a date, cancel in your dream, cancel. You're going to eat that cancellation button till you can't eat anymore. And so my fear is that this type of behavior is dangerous for society, because over time, everyone will be obliged or forced to follow rules and regulations set by a group of people, which is then a type of it's a type of dictatorship where everyone is literally forced to walk in a certain way just to avoid offending others. But who in the world made you virtuous supreme beings, kings of the universe, that the earth should literally revolve around you just because you carry a certain belief, you uphold a certain principle, you are a member of a certain political party, you support a certain pastor or prophet? Who made you the center of the universe? You know what, buddy? Just go to sleep, buddy. Go to sleep. And yes, when you do that, don't forget to drink water, because it's good for your bitter soul. It's good. It's literally good. It's good for bitter souls. It cleanses out all the bitterness, the toxic, it's good for detoxing the toxicness in people's bodies and minds. Yes, it's good for that, because I really don't get, I don't get it. I don't get people who be calling out individuals just because they disagree with, I'll get it if you call someone out on behaving so mischievous. But come on, going through someone's Twitter account like 4 years back, when that person was still so immature, to call them, on or call them out based on what they said like 5 years ago. Come on, that's immaturity. It just doesn't make sense. It's immature behavior. I don't know who made you a virtue signaler that you should be calling and holding everyone accountable for their immature past. Of course, people change, but that's the craziness in society, guys. And so that's my take on this, and I hope you guys learned something out of all this. And just remember that if you are willing to voice out your opinion in disagreement to another person's opinion, then be ready to defend your idea or opinion like a mature individual. And I hope that's a deal. Okay. And with that said, guys, my name is Luke, and I appreciate you for watching this video. And make sure to leave a comment, a like, and a subscription. Yes, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao.